Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in to another episode of We Run the Stars. This is season 3, episode 1, um, the pilot episode. So we're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening, and see exactly where we can cause some chaos. And we're going to go ahead and start with Donnie first.
Causing chaos right out the gate.
Exactly.
Well, I'm playing. Are we doing introductions now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm playing Raimi Fasola, a Patra mystic, disciple background, rhythm connection. Yeah, that's a quick summary of it there.
I love it.
I feel like the rest should work its way out.
Exactly. I know overlay looks a little bit weird right now, but we'll get that fixed as soon as Justin gets back. But Warren, who are you playing this evening?
Hi, I'm Warren, and I am playing Vito, the Skittermander with two giant guns. He talks a little bit like, when my Vesk buddy said, Vito, I need a soldier like you to travel the stars, and help me spread the word about the Vesk. Can I count on you? And I said, you sure can. Here I am.
Huh.
The rest was history.
Is that what they sound like? That's not exactly what happened, but I'm glad that's what they sound like.
Pretty much. We're working on it.
I haven't quite decided on a voice yet.
Yeah, me neither.
It's gonna have to come out like I'm just gonna say something and roll with it.
I like
It
it.
has to feel natural, you know.
Thing with a name like Raimi Fasola.
It's gonna be like I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I'll have to see.
I'm Jaber.
I'm tongue tied with the accent, so I'm gonna have to work it out.
Love that for you. Matt, who are you playing this evening? Because you're no longer in the chair. Get out of my chair.
Yeah, it looks like I'm J Bruce.
I know. I thought you were out of the chair. I've been kidnapped.
No, I will be playing Sibyl Casella. Oh man, this is gonna take some time, huh? Sibyl Cassethala Egon Tritan from Clan Quill, or Seth for short. I'm a Kasatha from Adari, with a Prismeni background. So I will be piloting when piloting things are needed, or shooting when shooting things are needed.
But not shooting when piloting things are needed, and not piloting when shooting things are needed?
I didn't say that.
Heard.
Not limited to.
Exactly. All right. We'll go ahead and get my fancy dancy Word document pulled up here. Don't mind me at all.
The Notebook.
I'm
Notebook.
still going back and forth on what spells to start with.
Well, you have a little bit to find out.
I know.
As we start off this
Here we go.
this campaign here, you guys are in the process of heading towards Absalom Station. You guys have left the Veskarium for one reason or another. And as you guys know, there's been some world-breaking, galaxy-breaking news, if you will, of the Patra.
Where's my
Patra.
notebook on here?
Exactly.
Daytime news.
Better get ready to take some notes, y'all.
Great.
Patras are now part of the Pact Worlds and no longer part of the Veskarium.
Suck it.
Suck a Vesk.
Oh,
You're not a Vesk. Relax.
they are overlords. They're
That's
so nice.
I hate it here. But you guys
Because they're not in the Veskarium.
exactly. As you guys get in between sort of the portion of space that is Viscarium, the portion of space that is the Pact Worlds, there is a attack on the ship. Looks like pirates end up boarding the ship, but you guys are able to make your way and sort of gather together and get to the cockpit of the ship and bar yourself in as the chaos on the exterior of the doors is beginning to unfold. You guys hear the sounds of laser dashkas firing off. You do hear the random laser or cryo sounds that are shooting off on the exterior. You do hear even some grenades that are starting to go off. Different portions of the ships are given a rumble as the impact of the blast and the fighting happen on the other side of the doors. But eventually, the sound subsides. There are a couple attempts to try to break in to that portion as you guys are readied up, but no success to the pirates, as they seem to have give up on taking control of the ship and just rather gather what they can from the resources on the ship itself. Almost as fast as it happened, you do see the ship that was almost docked to you guys now. You could sort of see during this time sort of break away and pull off and sort of like head in a Y formation from you guys as the ship sort of pulls back a little bit before it you see it jumps through the drift. But right as this jump sort of happens, you begin to see some of the different ships and the beacon that floats above Absalom Station, as you know this to be the jump location for where any sort of drift jumps happen, and this is the out spot for those if anyone is trying to jump to Absalom Station. But you have yourselves and a couple of pilots that are sort of bringing in the ship. They've got a message out saying that the ship was under attack and pillaged, but we do have survivors aboard, and ask for emergency docking. Access is granted, and they do go ahead and dock. Not on Absalom Station, but one of the exterior portions of it that does have a almost like a little puddle jumper that takes you guys from your guys' ship towards the top of Absalom Station before you guys take an elevator down to descend down to the main portions and the city space of Absalom Station. And this is where we will go ahead and pick up our adventure, as you guys are now all along the bustling streets of Absalom Station. And this seems to be just about the sort of the market place for it. There's obviously a bunch of businesses and corporations that are going around, but you do have a couple of minor wagons and stalls that are sort of pulled up and put together. When I say stalls, ones that are made of very thin sheet metal that seems like they were constructed very quickly, just a daily shop, more or less. But it is a very busy day, nonetheless, on the streets.
And just to clarify, since I kind of came in, it was our ship that was attacked, correct?
Yeah, so you guys were all from the Vescarium coming in and taking a sort of, not like your guys' ship, but a ship that your guys were taking transit on, and made it to the cockpit where you guys held the last line of defense for these pilots to make it so the ship could get to where you guys were going, as the rest of the ship was sort of wiped out and pillaged.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Who's
Uh,
stepping out first?
Oh no.
Please go on without me. I'm just gonna cruise through this real quick.
exactly.
Oh, gotcha. What happened to
Right,
Sheeran?
there's stalls. Can I get a hot dog? Good, I'm getting a hot dog. Anyone want a hot dog?
Not wonderful, Skittermander. We are not locals.
Oh, that's a yes? Okay. How much are 6 hot dogs?
1 credit
Each or total?
each. Sorry.
You can get 3.
Yeah, I'll come back with 6 hot dogs.
Nice. And you do see it looks like a you do notice as well as a lot of these makeshift stands. A lot of these makeshift stands do seem to be Patra owned. It looks like a lot of these people are trying to find any sort of living possible after leaving the Vescarium.
When Raimi steps out.
form of substance.
When Raimi steps out of the elevator onto station ground, they'll just stretch and take a look at the surroundings and say, "Into the fryer, or out of the fryer and into the fire." What's that saying? Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
That one sounds right. Well then. That was not how I expected the trip to go. Glad everyone's okay. Sheeran. Hopefully they're okay. Looks like they had to be transported to the med bay.
They are under the protection of the Viscarium. They best be okay.
Like to see how they treat remnants of the swarm, if they treat the same as other ancestors.
Oh, sure,
Look
it's
at-
super nice. It'll be fine.
Look before you at the rebel, the squalor that these people live in. If this is freedom, I'll take the Viscarium any day. Come. I will buy you around, as you fought well today.
I won't say no to that.
Skittermander,
yes.
clear a path.
Okay. He pulls out his 2 big guns. Get out of the way!
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
That's one way to do it.
Oh, nice.
22.
Very quickly, everyone begins to take their either their carts or their hover cars that they have, or hover bikes. Even just the crowd itself, it makes a very large opening as the Skittermander wielding 2 cannons sort of walk through and definitely clear an opening for you and your group.
Thank you.
The nicest intimidation I've ever seen in my life.
I'll see if I can find us someplace that would be suitable to a Vesk palate.
You go ahead and begin to look around at a couple of different establishments. And you do find a bar one, if not the only places that you would truly find yourself wanting to be at as a Vesk. It definitely seems like a lot of the dock hands are working here, or any of the engineers that seem to be working from the ships are here as well.
This is too uncouth for your kind, Vesk.
You act
And
as though I look down upon the little man.
Raimi doesn't even wait for a response. They walk into the establishment and finds a stool.
There's a multiple different lifestyles are definitely present in here, and a bunch of different races and creatures as well that are sort of spread throughout this bar. But one individual seems to be almost going from table to table. Of rather, about anyone that has a group of around 4 or 5, 6 individuals, he seemed to be going around having a conversation with, shaking his head and moving on to the next group. You guys should see on your screen this individual sort of making his rounds as this rather thin-looking Vesk in a faded tracksuit walks up to the group of you.
Does it have environmental protections?
Looks
It's
too
all in the
exposed.
eye.
Yeah, his one eye has environmental protections for sure.
Just
He breathes through it.
Yeah. I'll let you think about how that works. Hey, you guys looking for work? Looking from... And he sort of looks between the Skittermander, the Vesk, and the Patra. From the Viscarium, yes?
Of course.
Us and half the crowd around here.
Yes,
Yeah.
seems like a lot of Patras have made their way around. Congratulations on your freedoms.
Mm. Freedoms to some, perhaps. We can't blame the youths. They're just looking to see the world.
Is there a way to put it? Well, since you guys are from the Viscarium, are you guys looking for works?
Do you still serve the Viscarium?
I serve anyone who needs an extra set of credits in their pockets.
Mercenary. Spits on the ground.
How about you serve us some ales, and then we'll start to talk.
I apologize if you think that I'm your bartender. That's not the case in general, but I can get the lady over here if that will get you to talk.
I think that was the implication. Libations for your wagging tongue.
In this buddy cop
He
thing,
means yes.
the
We're
Vesk,
looking for work. We like to help people.
this
That's
buddy
how he
cop
says
thing
it. He's kind of a dick, but that's okay.
between the Vesk and the Patra. Every time the Vesk says something, Patra like looks up like, don't agree with me, don't support me.
I'm not on your
Say
team.
that, but yeah.
He gives you guys almost like a small hiss as his forked tongue sort of wiggles a little bit, and then he goes towards the bar and points over to you moments later, a small human woman walks up to you guys with a comm pad in her hand. What can I get you?
We'll start with a bucket of lights.
Okay. Anything else?
Start.
Anything to eat, drink?
Yes. What is on your menu that is most exotic?
I guess that my first question for you, my fine-toothy friend, which is exotic for what planet?
A Vesk palette.
Yes, 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 yes. I have just the thing. Do you have any aversions to any sort of plants, meats, or vegetable life?
I prefer meats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Probably prefer what's under your bar mat.
We do have a special with that, if you would like.
Maybe throw in a side of that.
Understood. Anything else for the rest of you fine individuals?
I'm okay.
Skittermander.
Just had a lot of hot dogs.
You said you want to. Sorry, I might. You said you want a lot of hot dogs, or you ate a
no,
lot
I
of hot
just
dogs?
had 6, but your
You-
hands are full. Can I help you carry stuff? Here, I'll
No,
help you.
no. Please, please, please. It's a good policy. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. You are a
they don't want
helpful
you dropping
bunch.
Anything.
Are you trying to say that I'm inadequate at my job? It looks towards you,
No.
Seth.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if they drop something and spill it, then they're gonna have to break it, or you're gonna have to fix it. And you don't know how clumsy or not clumsy they are.
Oh, yes.
Policy. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Give me a cocktail, something strong, and a sandwich, with a little meat encased in some type of wrapping. Maybe with a bread that's connected on one of the sides. Hot dogs, someone might call it, but it's a sandwich to me.
Maybe
Hmm.
canned tuna.
Okay.
That's probably not a bad call, the canned tuna. At least it's sealed.
She sort of just shakes her head and begins to head back towards the bar. And your Vesk friend walks back up after you guys had your order taken. So, are you good to talk now that I got your whiskers wet?
Remy strokes his whiskers. Remy has very long whiskers, and they come down like a Fu Manchu, but they're braided down their chin. That kind of keeps them under control. And one long goatee.
Speak your proposition.
All right. Look, I just acquired a freighter with a colorful past, if you will. Great investment opportunity. The listing said a fixer-upper. The deal I got on this was maybe too good, but word on the ring is that my guy towed it up from Atlantic Airspace. It could be a big payday for salvage, but I'm up to my horns in other work. I need some people like yourselves to be able to go and clear it out. Help me catalog the assets and make sure if there are anything that's hidden in the floorboards of the ship that they're removed. It's parked up in the Armada. Yeah, I can give you a passcode if you can get past, so you can get past the impound lock and clear out anything that might have survived the quarantine in there. And you'll get a primo cut of the package or of the salvage. Don't worry. And I'll make sure to toss in a little extra for the trouble.
Define a little extra.
I don't know, maybe,
It means a little bit more than he was talking about.
How much was you talking about?
Not wrong.
600 credits for the group of y'all. And a cut of the salvage if there's anything good up there you guys like.
And is this the same deal that you offered every other table that had, a few friends in it? Seems that we are maybe a cut above the rest of them.
I don't know. I don't know any of them, and I don't know you.
I'm just looking at them. I'm looking at us.
Now, why are you trusting us with this freighter if you don't even know us? What's to say we won't go in there and make it our own?
Because I'll call the people who run the impound lock and let them know my code was stolen, and then get you all thrown in an impound.
It is obvious that this task is either incredibly dangerous, or that the things hidden under the floorboard are contraband.
You mentioned
likely
quarantine?
To send someone to jail.
I'm just saying there's a possibility, and I don't know if there's anything contraband. It was from Atlanta airspace. Atlanta isn't exactly the good guys around here. I mean, they look like they make us look like the good guys.
We are the good guys.
Right, yeah. I agreed.
I'd like to sense motive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Note that I am particularly bad at sensing motive because of my overeager enthusiasm.
And about it's great.
Everybody is great. You're right.
Most honest guy we've ever met.
Actually.
Look at that tank
Needs
top.
help. That's all I know.
Hey, you guys got a gold chain and a tank top. This guy's ready to go. Okay.
Nice.
What's that total there for you, friend?
15.
15. With a 15, he does seem very genuine about it, and not like he's trying to throw you guys into a more dangerous situation or anything like that. It just seems like he's literally just too busy to deal with it himself.
Step back. Rewind it back. You mentioned
So, John,
a
get-
quarantine?
Yeah.
Is there a quarantine in Absalom?
I mean, it's under quarantine. The ship is. But that's just any ship that comes from Aslanti.
I see.
Not necessarily because there's a disease or anything illegal aboard, but just part of the station's requirement.
Ship salvaging is your job.
I'm new into it. I'm more into the pawn trade.
You have equipment that can be used to scan for life signs aboard.
I'm at back of the shop. I have to check and see if it's functional.
This as well.
Okay, yeah, so, are you guys in? If I go get this technology?
I never act on speculation. We will need money up front.
He promised us 600 hot dogs once we're done.
Excellent mathematics, Skittermander.
Wait, do
You
you guys
have a
not
key
know each
mind.
other's names?
No, I know their names. It is easier to classify them by their species.
Yeah.
It's a
Until there's
best
two of us.
efficiency tactic.
We were thrust into a quick team bonding exercise.
Pirates.
Hopefully they weren't mine. That would be awkward.
Which ones are yours?
What did you like to know?
That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it.
I have several arms you can review and check the tattoos to see if they did belong to men of yours.
Sort of stumbles back a little bit. Right. No, I was mostly joking. It's just small salvage crews that go up at asteroids and stuff like this, mostly. That being the case, I don't know, 100 credits up front. The remaining portion on delivery.
Venmo.
What'd you call me?
I know a banker named Venmo that could hook us up.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't know anyone in this town.
right.
I don't know Venmo. Plenty of bankers though.
100 credits in the life scanning system.
Yeah. I just got to run to my shop. You guys going to be around here for a little bit, and roughly about this point, your guys' suit and the bucket of lights, as it was put, are placed before each of you.
Yes.
Nondescript light
consume.
ale.
Yeah. It's actually
Beer
not even
brand.
ale, exactly.
This is marble lights. Ah.
Until we get some sponsorships on this show.
Exactly.
We're drinking light beer.
Light beer.
Generic light beer.
LITE.
Beer.
Right at the bottom of the screen at this point, it just says looking for sponsors. Please send an email out.
Please send us light beer.
It's clearly like Coors with like the label torn off and like a sticky note slapped on it.
Exactly. Just
Light beer.
These mountains are green.
It's from the algae.
exactly. Some of the algae inside of it.
Skunk is our flavor.
All right. I'll.
Our tagline, it's intentional.
Thanks. I hate it. He goes ahead and All right. Yeah. The code to the lock is 1607. What'd you just say to
Say
me?
it loud enough so anyone could hear it.
Switch the code now and then text us.
I can't switch it. It's not. It was one that was provided to me. No one's paying attention. This bar is too loud anyway. It's a Vest
I think
bar.
we're gonna
There's
have
like
to
three
worry about it
people
here.
leaning over listening to the whole conversation.
You have no concept of operational security. You've been away from the Viscarium too long.
It's bold of you to assume I was part of the Viscarium to begin with, friend.
Mm.
Spits again on the floor.
Your waitress comes up. You can't do this.
I just did.
You do it again, you're getting kicked out, okay? And I don't want to kick you out. You seem like a decent group of people.
For the record,
In deference to my colleagues, I will do no such thing again.
Thank you.
I wouldn't call
I
us a
make no-
group.
I would make no promises about the shedding of blood.
That's fine.
It actually causes him to pause and be like, wait a minute. No spitting on the floor, but killing people?
Well,
I
you
like
said
this place.
hold on. You said shedding of blood. You didn't say killing people. Relax.
A little blood's okay.
Exactly.
Death?
Death?
I only shed mad quantities of blood.
And roughly at this point, all right, excellent. I'll go ahead to the shop. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a Patra's tail, and we'll get you guys
Don't
going.
touch.
I do have like an recognition lens.
Mm-hmm.
I will snap a shot of him, and then I'm gonna ask, does anyone have access to, once he leaves, to databases that would allow us to cross-reference him as a criminal?
I got one of those too. They were so cheap, I couldn't just not get
I
it.
know, dude, they were ridiculous. I'm like, what?
What do you mean? I don't have to actually write down notes? I just remember people?
5
I
credits?
just know their identity. You no longer have to. like describe someone's how they look. Just tell me who they are.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that person.
Okay.
I have access to those types of databases potentially. Let me see what I can do. What you got on them?
I'll grab the content and pass it over. I don't know how this works in Starfinder.
Yeah, it's easy enough. You guys have a
I send him an email.
Do an infosphere search.
it's going to be
Well,
society.
Society.
It seems to be at a or you could do society or searching the infosphere.
I've got +5 to both.
Okay, your choice. Just tell me what you do.
Let's do is society. We live in a society.
Sometimes you
That's
may
a
live
good one.
there.
All right, 9. What can I tell about his people?
What do you mean his people?
Tank top wearers.
Oh, okay.
With very interesting force field eye patches.
Yes, of course. Can I do this? Is this a thing I can do? Does not seem to be the case. One moment, sorry.
A lot of these things could be secret checks if you want to do it like that.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was a way that I could select someone without selecting their token. Like if I could select the player name. But I do not think that is the case.
You can, as a GM, you should be able to open up their character sheet and then you can roll as a private.
Well, yeah. I was also trying to see to give information secretly too.
Oh.
Secrets are no fun.
Unless you tell that specific person.
No.
Cool. Because I also don't see. Oh my goodness! So it happens to be open too many windows at the exact same time.
Can you add them? Don't at me.
Don't at me, bro. Oh, sick.
Society.
Oh, cool. I thought it was gonna give me something besides just putting it in the chat. As you search up the infosphere, you do get quite a bit of information as far as him. He does own a pawn shop. It
What's
does.
it
Jules Pawns. JULZ Pawns.
Jules Ponds.
Pawn shop or a pond shop?
Pawn, PAWN shop.
Jules Ponds.
Hoping he sold pawns.
Yeah, an Absalom Station, imagine.
A lot of competition. Smart marketing.
That's what I'm saying. It does seem like a bit of a sketchier guy who does do quite a bit of bar hopping and does not seem to be in a lot of the best scenes. Has been taken in for a lot of questioning over the years, but not anything has stuck for one reason or another. But even on some of the other stuff on the more open web, he does always seems to be in the market for people, contractors who don't ask a lot of questions, and most of people have found that his credits do pay just fine.
Gotcha. All right, from what I could see, this is a smarmster. Jules Ponds is the name of his business shop. No criminal record, but that does not necessarily mean he's clean. Potentially has ties, so this is kind of like a at our own risk type deal. But if we're looking for money, this is fast. I also can take a crack at his little life thing if it's broken. If I can get that up and working, then that might just make this job that much easier.
I am predominantly interested in what sort of information he be able to provide.
I'm a little concerned about your judgment because you said hot dogs are sandwiches earlier, and we haven't come back to that yet.
Oh, yeah, well, why aren't they sandwiches?
They're tacos.
You know, they're hot dogs.
Yeah, a hot dog is a type of sandwich.
Sandwiches have 2 pieces of bread. Hot dogs have 1 piece.
But like, what about a submarine sandwich?
It's a taco.
Who are you?
The bar bartender walks up. I think you're wrong. Sort of walks by, takes any of the dirty glasses. Sort of walks by.
I mean, they got a point. Have you ever had a meatball sub?
Yes.
They call it a sub sandwich.
This is why we outlawed sandwiches on desk 4.
Well, Desk 5 had better subs anyway.
How dare you? Vesk 3 has the best subs.
On Polonus, we do tacos.
Tacos, definitely not a sandwich.
Well,
Or
I
a hot
think
dog. No,
tacos
no, no.
type. It falls under the sandwich family.
I'll bite the head off whatever creature she gave me and start chewing.
It's good. It looks like it is mostly like a fried. Looks like a fried rat on a stick, but it's very good.
The bones are still filled with marrow.
Is that a Yosoki? No.
It's a very young one.
Doesn't smell like cooked Yosoki.
You would know.
A few moments later, this Vesk walks back in and hands over a. It looks like the size of a comlink, but it does have a little. It looks like a barcode scanner on the front. This is what we got.
It is functional.
There does seem to be a short in it, but it does work. I want to say about 90% of the time.
This will be sufficient.
I'd hope so. That's all I got.
Where do we find you when the mission is complete?
You can either check here. A lot of times I hang out here, or the my pawn
I
shop.
thought you said you were busy.
Busy meeting people, communicating,
He's sweating.
greasing palms.
Why don't you grease the palm of our patra with the 100 credits you promised?
Yes, and he pulls a cred stick out of his shirt and hands over a cred stick.
I'll take that, I guess.
You seem trustworthy.
Your credits seem trustworthy.
Yes, this is what I meant.
They spend as good as any other credits are, friend.
We've also been inclined to understand that you do settle your debts.
I may not come from the best background, and I may have some interesting dealings, but I can say that I can settle things that I need to.
One question. The things under the floorboards, if they have value, they're ours to keep.
I would hope that you would make a catalog of them, but you guys can keep a portion of what you find. Yes, not all of it, but a portion.
What would you say would be a fair percentage?
I think that sort of changes and decides what's aboard. Obviously, if you guys find anything that you guys are interested, we can definitely talk about. I'm not attached to anything on the ship, so if there's anything up there you find that you might want. I'm sure once we get back, we can discuss those and settle this payment.
What's so
Yeah,
special
well-
about the ship besides came from Islanti?
Yeah, I mean, I got it at a good deal. I got it at a steal. That's all there is to it. It was up. There's a TV show on the Infosphere where they walk over and you open up a random spaceship and you just go to get whatever's inside.
I don't watch the Infosphere.
Oh, well then never mind. You wouldn't get it.
Pawns pilots?
Yeah,
No.
that's the one. But either way, more or less, it was literally just buying with the ship and what was inside. I figured if it went down in Atlantic space, then it's got to be at least something interesting on that ship.
You can't wait for the quarantine to be over.
Well, the quarantine ends on it once it's searched. So once you guys finish searching it, then the quarantine's over on the ship, and then I can...
Take control.
Exactly.
Well, this job will put me up for a few days.
Indeed.
Are you ready to seal this pact with blood?
No. No, I already gave you the blood that I'm willing to share. As he points towards the Patra. You're one of those true believers, aren't you?
I am Vesk.
That answers my question.
All be true believers.
On that note, I'll be around if you guys need. Just try not to bring too much heat down if something goes sideways, yeah?
Don't worry, we know your name.
What?
I'll just give him a big toothy smile.
Okay. He goes shoulders down a little bit, confused, and slinks over to the bar, and answers a call on his comm link.
Has everyone properly consumed their food?
You guys can finish up. You mind handing me that little life searcher
Of
doohickey?
course.
I'll see if I can better our odds with that thing.
Excellent.
I would just want to take a look at it, fumble around. One, is it even operational? Is this guy lying to us? And then two, is there anything I can do to fix it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a computers check for me, please.
Computer.
Also, I need everyone to make a perception check for me, please.
Is it based off of sight?
It is based off of sound.
How do I put my token? It says I don't have a token in the scene.
Yeah, we need tokens to roll.
I just see dice rolling all across my screen.
Except I don't know.
Can we
I
just
gotta
drag and
roll it.
drop our names into a random spot?
Yeah, should be able to. Just be fine.
I think you have to.
Oh, do I just go to the party, drag and drop?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, there we go. I think we might already be assigned tokens.
Whoa!
Whoa, where are we?
Don't worry about that. Can you guys roll now?
Yep, that's better.
Like everything that shows that it's on should be correct, right? Based on when I set my character up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Seth. After go ahead and doing your computers, you and Krusik, right?
Yep. Crucible.
You and Krusik, both your guys' ears sort of perk up as you do hear a couple of individuals talking about people have gone missing recently on Absalom Station by and it sounds weird for you guys, but that vampires have been kidnapping people on Absalom Station. They're like absolutely almost to the point of like hysterical about it. They're not being loud, but they definitely look like they're trying to keep it hush, but they seem hysterical about it. Before a few moments go by, and a individual from the Starfinder Society picks them up and pulls them out of the bar. As it seems like someone called the Starfinder Society on this individual, have them removed.
I had my suspicions when you brought Justin in, but now I'm convinced. Is this some elaborate scheme to get us to play?
Yeah. What you guys really don't know is BTM is actually happening currently.
All right. Drugs are a real problem around here nowadays. Everyone's going crazy.
Could I get a as they're being dragged out? What did we catch a name or a description, ancestry?
Of the individual?
Yeah, the guy that's being kind of.
Yeah. They do look like
forced
they
to be
are android as they're sort of being moved out.
Okay. Didn't catch a name though.
No. It seemed that no name was given. They just came to. They were almost like going up to anyone who would listen and like trying to warn people about vampires being kidnapping people.
When the barmaid comes back by to kind of bus our table or whatever, I'll be like, "Excuse me,
Yes, son.
the android that was just removed. Are you familiar with them?"
This is the second time they've came in. It caused quite a scene the first time. So once they started jumping around the tables, we figured that this was going to happen again.
Do you know their name?
No, I don't. They're not on regular. They've never ordered anything. They just caused a scene each time.
What will happen to them? Termination?
No, God, no. What?
Slave camps?
No, what?
Hard labor?
They'll probably go sleep off whatever they're on in the cell.
Cell. Dungeons.
Something like that, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Have a credit in return for your information.
Thanks. I appreciate
Courtesy
that.
of the Mascarium.
Do I see where this android went?
They looked like they were dragged out the door, and then once it's out the door, it doesn't see which way they seem to go afterwards.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna chase after him.
Skeleton?
It sounded like you needed help with vampires. What's going on?
You see, they're continually being, as you step out, there was only one individual from the Starfinder Society to remove them, but there's now sort of one on each side of him picking him up so he can't even touch the ground as they're moving him down the busy street.
All right, I'll follow a little bit.
Okay.
Splitting the party already, huh?
I
Back
love
in the
it.
bar, Raimi pulls out his singing coil and starts playing a lick on the guitar, just real
Real chill light.
drinking the ale light
Go ahead and roll performance for me.
exploration.
Exactly. Vito, as you follow behind, you hear the person. Look, I know what I heard. I know what I saw. All right. People are going missing, but you guys are just too ignorant to realize this is happening. Vampires are taking people from Absalom. Yeah, I don't know who spiked your oil, but you'll sleep it off for a bit. And you can see that they're definitely taking him now. So like they sort of moved their the path that they're heading, and you do see the large, almost corporate office of the Starfinder Society.
Make my play. I'll run up. Hey, you found him. I'll take him home. He doesn't need to go with you. Come on, it's fine.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for me, please.
Diplomacy?
Yeah, that's the one. Diplomacy.
Can I sell you on deception instead?
I will allow deception instead.
Are you lying or are you making an impression?
This is true.
Oh,
If you're
both?
lying,
Yes.
I don't know him, and I'm not taking him home.
It sounds like a lie to me.
Ooh.
No, 19.
Warren's dice are hot. 25 in this economy? Yeah. All right. Make sure they get to where they need to go. Next time he's found around strolling the streets, it's both of you ending up in the bars.
Thanks, officer.
Yeah. They both sort of drop him as he just sort of lands on his knees, and they turn around and continue walking. Thank you.
No problem. You seemed like you needed help.
I mean, not really help, it's just trying to spread the word more than
Me
anything.
too. About the Vescarium.
Oh,
That's amazing.
we have a different V problem here.
Come on, my friends want to hear about it. Let's go.
All right. Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, Vito, what's your name?
Freedom. 14.
Okay. I will definitely engage him in vampire conversation, but I will wait to see if any of the party followed after me, or if they just let me run off into Absalom Station alone.
As you turn around and look, not a single member of your party has followed you. They
we're
seem to
defending home base.
trust the Skittermander to not break things in Absalom Station.
Oh, that's dangerous. Not that I'll break things, but
Trust.
my natural desire to help people tends to get carried away.
Freedom 14 goes back and forth on why they believe that vampires are actively taking people in Absalom Station.
Why does he believe that these vampires are taking people in Absalom Station?
Just multiple people seem to be going missing, or people showing up with bite marks on their neck.
Does that sound like vampires to me?
You can go ahead and roll an occultism.
Sounds like vampires.
Sounds like vampires.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, maybe sounds like vampires. You don't even know what vampires really are, honestly. I mean, that is a critical fail with that one, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Sounds like
vampires are
people
real
are biting
cool?
people.
What?
But it's roughly about this time Seth, you do believe you could get this to possibly work at 100%. I need you to kind of roll craft for me, please.
Let's do this.
Raimi's just singing. And the android said, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me."
Fix it.
Starfinder dragged him out.
Can you spend a willpower?
Everyone does have, what was it called, a hero point?
Hair point. Yep.
You do have a
Hero
hero
point.
point, which does allow you
I
to
see this.
re-roll.
A hero Riz?
Yeah, you got a hero riz, bro.
Oh, I
Not
accidentally gave
skibbity.
myself 3 hero points. so
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
take it
illegal.
away. Sure. Let's do it. I'm a hero. When this is what
You can be my hero.
If you just
baby.
you can just right click the thing and reroll.
then it goes away. Let's see. Oh, make private reroll using a hero point. Ah.
That's sick. So you got a got a 10. Whoa,
I'm getting rid of my hero points. It's the only way I know how.
that's fair.
There goes that 19.
There goes, yeah, exactly. Goes the beautiful 19. Or no, yeah. Wait, math.
2 of them.
Oh, yikes. Okay. You for a moment looks like you break the wiring connection to make it completely inoperable, but you're able to go ahead and fix that and make it back to more or less what it was prior.
Yep. Yeah. This will do. This should get us to what we need to do. I am confident. About 90%.
Why did you whisper shit under your breath a moment ago?
I thought I broke something. Turns out, didn't need that part anyway. So,
Excellent.
being efficient with the components at my disposal. Also, did you pick up on what the barmaid was saying? She called you honey. I think she likes your vast muscles.
I would
I gotta
never
recall her
breed
son.
with such an inferior species.
Not have to breed. You just have fun. Yeah. Teach
There's
them.
not much meat. I don't think she'd be worth eating.
I don't. Wait. She'd be the one eating the. Never mind. This
You,
thing's ready
you
to
are
go.
definitely not familiar with Vesk anatomy.
I mean, I'm not Vescoitus. Veskinet. No. I guess not, no. Never saw them naked.
What?
I'm so glad I split the party.
Don't worry, in the near future you will have a chance to gaze upon the glory of a real Vesk.
I'd like that. For curiosity's sake. That's it. No other reason.
Roughly about this time, your Skittermander friend Vito and the android that was carried out are walking back into the bar, seeming to about finishing up a conversation.
We should probably pay the barmaid.
You should probably pay the barmaid.
Good night,
Comes
everybody.
from the
Wink.
Skittermander's cut.
And he walks out.
Ray's like,
What?
"Mm-mm."
Okay.
You must give up some of your sausages in order to bring the android back into the bar.
The barmaid, as soon as seeing the Skittermander walk in with the android, does walk over. Look, if they're with you, that's fine, but make sure they stay under control, please.
Yes, if they act up, I will tear them in half.
You know, you'd do better if you weren't always so mean.
You created this situation. You are responsible for the circumstances that it causes.
Sure. Okay. All right.
She sort of shrugs and heads back towards the bar.
Wait, where did the patra go?
Oh,
I am always massively impressed at their ability to sneak away.
Did they just take the money
I
and run?
announced it.
They were just so
Would not
confused
go
about
over
this
my head, I would
android.
catch it.
Exactly.
All right.
Sit, android, and make no trouble, or
Yeah.
it will mean trouble for you.
Yeah, don't have to tell me twice.
Keep your voice low and tell us your tale.
Like I was telling your Skittermander friend here, there's people being taken by vampires throughout Absalom Station.
You have witnessed this?
I've seen bodies.
Were any of them of my kind?
Yes, but not of your physique. More of, and it points over to the vest you got the job from. More of his.
Were they appointed in appropriate vest attire?
No.
Is the body been disposed of?
I think so. It was like 3 weeks ago. I'd hope so.
I'm gonna tally in my head. Would that have fit the timeline for the disappearance? Mate.
No, it would have been before.
Skittermander, what is your proposal with this android?
Oh, I just didn't think you needed to go to jail for talking about people biting people. I figured I would bring him to you, and you would decide what to do.
Do you have a home, android?
Yes.
Go to it and remain there until we come for you.
Okay.
We will look into this thing that is happening aboard your ship.
Not my ship. The station.
Oh, the station, yes, that's what I meant. And we will restore order as is appropriate.
Okay.
And don't get arrested because they said they'd arrest me too.
This is why you are told to stay indoors.
Understood.
And provide your information to the Skittermander so we may find you.
Yeah. Here. Freedom of 14 gives you their comm code.
Now walk, don't run. Run, don't walk home.
Oh, okay. And they take off running out the door.
The floor's wet. Walk, please.
Oh, watch me.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Your whiskers are phenomenal. As he takes off running.
No touching. First, the vest wanted to pull my tail twice. Now the androids are grabbing my whiskers. It's a strange place indeed.
Well, let's go. I believe that Patra has a head start.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. And then Seth will go ahead and stand up and with all four arms just start grabbing bits of uneaten food, shoving it in his mouth.
What did you think of the floor mat bisque?
Little dry, but the
I found it quite delightful.
seasoning was really good, yes.
Top notch.
It is good.
When you all step outside, Raimi's out there sitting on probably like a bench on the off to the side or something, tuning their singing coil. You could see their whiskers kind of floating to a tune to the sounds that I'm tuning the singing coil to. Noticing you all step out of the bar, they'll put it away back into their little sling. That's it. So are we satisfied with the answers from the android?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are vampires real?
I don't know
Is-
what a vampire is.
I just thought people
A
were dying and getting bitten. That's all I
Vampire?
heard. Vampire.
Hair? Vampire?
Vampire.
Out of curiosity, do your whiskers like automatically rebraid themselves?
Yes.
That's so fucking cool. Just watching them knit each other back together.
Dude, that's sick.
It's like, you think you detect a little bit of envy in the Vesk. I have no hair with which to braid. That's one with hair that braids itself.
Exactly.
I need to get fitted for a rug.
To polish your tusks, your horns.
Imagine a Vesk with a bowl cut.
Dude, yes.
No vampires. I don't know of any vampires. Wouldn't surprise me. There's all sorts of strange creatures out there.
Can it be killed?
If it's a real thing, I don't see why not.
Then we will kill it.
Are we hunting vampires now? What happened to the freighter?
No, we're doing the freighter first. That's a side mission.
Yeah, we're not even sure that vampires are actually here and around. I think that Andrew may have been on something. But
I'd agree with the Kasathan.
it
I mean,
sounds
I've-
crazy.
Known my fair share of Looney Tunes, but if the rest of the bar's familiar with their presence, then I'd trust the barmaid.
I just would love an opportunity to watch the Pact Worlds ignore a problem and have a Vesk be the one who solves it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
To the freighter. He starts walking a random direction with no clue if that's the right way or not.
Where was this airport? An
It's-
airport or like a storage facility?
It's in the quarantine space in the docks.
The
We
docks,
gotta
that's the word.
go. I think we gotta go this way, Vesk.
Of course.
I've never been here, so
I've been
lead
there
the
quite a
way.
bit. Follow me, and I'll take him to the appropriate method elevator wherever we need to go to get to these quarantine zones.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more or less the same way you guys came into Absalom Station. You guys had actually had your ship that was parked out and excuse me, out in that space where I had that jumper that brought you guys across, that brought you down the pillar through the elevator into this area. Based off what he said, the ship would be up with the rest of those, up in the rest of those ships. So you more or less head the same way that you guys took to get here. Up at the Armada. That's what I was looking for. But as you guys are walking by, you do see what looks like a human or android. You can't really tell if it's a human that just has a lot of sort of BioWare included, or if it isn't actually an android. But wearing seemingly longer robes, waving around a long chain with a what looks like a dog tag at the end of it, and a tablet raised in the hand. You can see that it's projecting up different news articles. The end times are approaching. The outer god is upon us. It will be birthed soon. The drift calls to us. Sort of just more or less being one of a corner preacher just screaming as loud as they can, trying to get anyone and any attention they can.
And where is this?
Just
From the docks?
so this is just about a block away from the bar you guys were currently at. So still got quite a bit of way to go.
Hear that? Vampires and end times? Sounds like we're screwed.
Seem to be
You think we should help him too with the end times? I feel like we got a lot on our plate right now.
It's been a long time since I've defeated an elder god, but I could do it
You've done
again.
that before?
Yeah, well, the last time it was a whole process. I can't talk about it.
Anyone who would like to is more than welcome to roll either an occult or a computers. DC on these are 15 if anyone would like to roll these.
any religion.
Not for these two, unfortunately.
Roll.
Never heard of
Ooh, critical.
these.
Ooh! Womp womp.
Oh, I see. Are we, so
Yeah.
do you want? Are we rolling these in secret to you?
Oh,
Uh,
oops.
No,
Is
you
that
don't
what
have
want
to.
us-
No, you don't
I
have
just
to. No.
thought Warren's was private.
Ooh, I like it.
More
That's-
privately rolled.
For recall knowledge, I like to because if you crit fail, you get fake knowledge, and I
Yeah.
don't like to. I don't like to have the player knowledge that I know what Bruce is telling me is false.
Yeah, it kind of defeats
Gotcha.
the critical fail.
Ooh, I like that.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, so we got 2 successes and a fail. Okay. With the computers check, as well as start with the computers check. You're able to, I guess, and recall, right? So for Vito, you'd be recalling some of this knowledge. Seth, you're able to find some of this on the infosphere. Credible articles about the ghost levels, which is a liminal space with gateways popping open in neighborhoods around the spike. Which for those of you who don't know, and everyone at home, the spike is the sort of the lower portion of Absalom Station, where it's definitely a lot more dangerous, and some actually has monsters and stuff that thrive in that lower area where most people don't want to live. But seems like the downtrodden and people who can't afford to live in the upper areas of Absalom Station sort of are forced to reside. You learn that the ghost levels are part of a pocket dimension that mirrors the neighborhoods it connects to, filled with dangers that such as psychic mold, trapped ghosts, hungry oozes, and dimension hopping monsters. Access points to the ghost levels suddenly or supposedly appear after energy surges or outages that affect the Starstone, or coincide with strange phenomena on Absalom Station.
All right, I'm gonna control F and see vampires. Are those mentioned anywhere in these, trans-dimensional monsters?
Transylvania dimensional monster.
Yeah, exactly. They are listed in the dimension hopping monsters, but there's no proof to whether or not they actually, but they are just sort of lopped in as possible entities.
Alrighty.
So that's what you guys sort of find out collaboratively with your occultism and computers.
Alrighty, yeah. I'll share the information at least I looked up about the ghost levels. Let the people new to Absalom Station know what the spike is. They probably know about pocket dimensions. They're good there. Starstone is probably something important they should know about. That's probably about it. Yeah. Oh, vampires potentially, a part of these, these oozes and ghosts. So maybe that android wasn't as crazy as I thought.
Or maybe the android just heard the same news story.
but you guys do see the street preacher began to wave his arms wildly around. Something's coming. The Star Child breaks free from its planet's womb. Repent, sinners, and leave your old ways behind. The time of its birth is nigh.
Star Child. That's a name I haven't heard in years.
Exactly.
Great musician.
But Vito, you would know with your occultism rule that the Star Child is the outer god that has been rumored to be born here soon that could cause a lot of shakeup for a lot of the deities and life as the world or the worlds know it.
I relate that, but with all the energy and enthusiasm of a Skittermander, making you all think it's probably crazy.
It's the end of the world, as you
Okay,
know
so
it.
I'm gonna need to see that.
Yeah, I can't visualize.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think you listened. You don't want to see it. That's kind of what I was saying.
But you guys are able to go ahead and you do see there. It looks like there's a small like hover bus that is loading up and taking people to the docks elevator that will take you up to the Armada. You guys are able to hop on and sort of take that cruise, which makes it a significantly shorter travel than walking across the station. You guys sort of get to a little portion of this station, which is what you would know, Seth, because you've been to Absalon Station a couple of times, is Little Akaton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Where there's a elevator that's from the residential levels where you guys are currently at and takes you down up to the shuttle docks. So it seems like you guys have arrived roughly where you guys came in from, but they'll take you up to you guys and take the shuttle to the ship wherever you guys need to go.
All right, this should be us right here. Everyone got everything they need? We gotta go take inventory.
Out of curiosity, would it be cost effective to secure some sort of environmental barrier for ourselves? If it's in quarantine, perhaps it is infected with something. It might be wise to take precautions.
I think at least my suit has minimal environmental protections to it. I don't know if that's that'll keep up like bacteria or space cooties.
Our friendly Vesk handler also explained that quarantine is simply it's in check-in. Doesn't necessarily means that there's any sickness or disease.
But does it guarantee its absence?
No, probably not. But yeah, we do have environmental protections if you have armor. I don't think that works against airborne diseases, though.
True.
How much would it cost to like secure a helmet and respirator? Nothing that like actually provides any sort of physical armor,
Right.
but in case we're suddenly thrust into the vacuum of space.
A
We
filtered
have
rebreather costs 150 credits.
Jesus.
So
We can
I
share.
believe all
We can
armor
share.
will protect you in space.
Yeah, all armor does that. Yeah, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about doing
Unless you're
that.
exposed.
I think there was a exception for like diseases. So if
Yeah.
there's disease, we might have problems.
But you don't have to worry about the vacuum of space killing you, at least.
Correct.
Bonus.
Or water, I think.
Or water. Yeah.
Justin's like, I'll take it.
I mean,
No space killing me? I don't know.
count me in.
It sounds pretty good as we're in space, you know?
It was just a thought. The Vesk always supply their troops with the appropriate equipment for the job.
Well, apparently not this one.
Technically, I'm your troops.
Yes, but you're not secured.
Does that mean Vito's staying behind?
No, it's that he's not really a troop.
Oh.
Damn.
He's a conscript. There's a difference.
You actually hate to see it. Anything guys else you want to look at getting or doing before you guys hop into this elevator and head
No,
up?
that's way too much cash for my blood.
No, maybe we'll find one on the ship. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe.
or maybe in the docking bay or something. They've got like little suits you can put on.
A moment before we enter, if you all will entertain me, please. Let's all sit around.
Do you want? Oh, I thought
And
I was going to tell you a
we're at
story.
the
or
entrance of
something.
the elevator. I just want us to sit on the floor. Please, just a moment.
You want us to sit on the floor?
Or get comfortable. You don't have to sit.
Okay.
Look, we're working together on this job. Can't promise it's going to be a long-term gig, but I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Raimi takes off their singing coil, unravels the whiskers, and they start floating, and he strums a chord. Says, this is G major. And I'm Rami Fasola.
G major.
And I'll hand the guitar to whoever's on my left and say, pluck your note.
Dong. That was note.
Please pass.
I am Krusik, Voidbringer, Warblood, true believer, devotee to the Veskarium,
You can pass now.
follower of Dormatash, wielder of the 9 blades of Esposan. Here.
You are E minor.
I am what? Minor? Hello, minor.
For A minor?
A
Minor. Oh boy. Julio, your left is the Skittermander.
Yeah. Okay, I hit the Skittermander.
I'm Vito Calito, the Skittermander.
Ah, yes. D sharp is what we'll call you.
And I'm assuming Vito, you pass it to Seth.
Seth.
Yes.
All right. Seth will grab it, play a C minor diminished chord. I am Sybil Casethala, Egon Triton of Clan Quill. You can call me Seth.
Wonderful. He'll take the
Didn't sound great.
It's not how you play the note. It is how you feel the note. And we've all felt each other's notes this evening. And we are now all bonded with this 10-minute activity.
10 minutes.
I mean, do you hear
All
9
my
minutes of
bonded
it?
network.
9 minutes of it was the Vesk listing off their titles.
All right. I feel a lot more comfortable with this ragtag group.
Yes, same. Sure.
Shall we proceed?
Sure.
Yes, with utmost caution.
Robbie strums a guitar note, As we start walking. Dun, 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 dun. Are we trying to be sneaky?
Hope not.
Shouldn't need to be.
Say, are we the only ones getting in this elevator?
Yes, you guys are the only two or only group.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I'm sure people are giving us a wide berth.
Yeah, yeah. After you actually had people that were trying to get off at the elevator while you guys were sitting in front of it during this 10-minute. They sort of like walk around you guys all awkwardly, sitting in front of this elevator.
I've had that experience in college.
Yeah,
with
it's the
people sitting
worst.
around an elevator
Dude,
playing instruments, and
it's
I'm just
the
trying to
worst.
get to my class.
That's what I'm saying.
Why'd you set up a drum circle right in front of the elevator, bro?
The audacity.
I don't care that you're on the football team. Move. Stop telling me all your titles.
As the metal door closes and you hear bing as it begins to descend downwards towards the docks.
Did we enter the code? Is that now?
No,
I
that's
think that's when we get to the docks. Speaking of, when we do get to this ship, if are we planning on documenting everything we see, or if we find something cool, that's ours, right?
We can claim it in the name of the Vescarium if necessary.
What if I wanted to claim it in my name? Would that be all right with the Vescarium?
We could loan it out to you.
Perfect. Okay, that I'd be open to that deal. You'd definitely see it back. I just, I mean, I know you're all coming from the Vesk. I just didn't know how you all felt about stuff and things going missing and
They
reappearing.
will not be going missing. They will be part of the Vescarium.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, Vescarium. Yeah,
Spoils
yeah.
of war.
That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, we're on the same page now.
right about this time. The elevator screeches to a dead stop. A moment passes before what sounds like an emergency alert blares from every comm unit in your guys' suit.
Wow. Danger.
Breaking news every minute.
The floor is lava.
And with that, the elevator sort of shakes as all your alarms turn into almost to like where the screams as they just spike in every nerve on you, and everyone's hair sort of, if you have it, stands up as you get.
I don't have it.
You don't have hair as a posture? That's wild.
Just the whiskers.
Just the whiskers. Dude, hairless cat with whiskers. I hate that.
100%.
Hate it.
Although now, like
I
the
have
long
hair.
whiskers make more sense, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
On the character sheet for ethnicity, I put domestic short hair.
I like it. I like it. As everyone more or less gets to like a heightened sense, as the lights flicker and blaze into unbearable brightness, searing the image of floating tentacled monstrosity into view before it gets completely all goes dark.
That looks like the Star Child.
Is that in our mind theater?
That's elder gods coming back to haunt
Or
me.
is that a projection? Is that something we imagined, or was that like something that we saw?
It's
Yes.
hard to tell whether or not it was something that was physically there or if it was like in your brain
It's our
as
brain
being as a locus.
pictures.
Right. Hard to tell one way or another for whether which one it was. But then it all goes completely dark. You guys are
You know that
stuck in
sound in
this-
Project Zomboid when a zombie pops out a window?
Ah!
Remy makes that sound on the guitar.
The worst. The actual
Oh,
worst.
no.
What the hell was that image?
Go ahead and flick on a flashlight.
Yeah, I'll fish one out of my backpack too.
Our comlinks also would have it,
Mm-hmm.
but the flashlight's way better. I've got dark vision.
I like it.
I got both.
I'm a cat.
Okay, what do we got
Yeah.
going on here?
I'll point to the panel.
Is it fixable?
Is it broken?
I don't know.
I'll go ahead and head over to the panel, see if there's anything off about it, or if we just lost power, or, I mean, did everyone else see the tentacle stuff too, or?
That is the thing I was referring to when I said, "What the hell was that?" Did you
Okay.
not all see it?
I thought you maybe meant the lights and stuff going off.
Well, our entry to Absalom, I kind of expected some shoddy craftsmanship. So honestly, I was no, not unexpected.
All right, not everyone can be Vesk, okay?
Correct.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I don't know what I saw though.
A tentacle horde that I'd love to
Horde?
battle with.
Like the barmaid?
No, horror!
Oh, sorry, I'm fixing something over here.
I'll cast guidance on you if you're gonna fix something.
Yeah, I'll open up the lock or the control panel or whatever, and if things look broken, I'll try to fix it. But if it looks fine, I just want to juice it up.
Okay. As you go in,
Plugs a string on the guitar to cast that guidance.
Okay.
It is help you.
Thank you.
Calm your nerves. Some ambient music.
as you go to open the control panel, you begin to, let's see here. You see, as you open it, and you see the wires all inside, the elevator shoots sparks and begins to plummet.
Oh shit!
Ah!
I need everyone to go ahead and roll some initiative here, please.
Oh.
What's happening?
Hey, feel free to use that guidance on a perception
Oh,
check
thanks.
if we're using perception for
Yeah,
initiative?
yeah, we're using perception for initiative here.
Or you could
Before the
save
person
it.
ends. Oh, yeah, I'll save it. We'll see how this perception check. I'll save it.
You have to decide before you roll.
All right. I wasn't planning on it. 21.
21 has no token on the scene. Oh, where's the scene after this?
No token.
No token on the scene. Token on the scene.
Figured probably fixing
me
the
I already rolled
elevator.
initiative.
Oh, here's something. As a disciple, I have a holy talisman, which is, I've got a necklace with Mayo's symbol on it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm doing something for the anthema, or not the anthema, but the
Anathema.
if I'm doing something that follows my deity's edicts, I get a +2 status bonus to initiative rolls if
Okay.
engaged in that act. Once per day. So I'll apply that.
Okay. And I think that should have put you guys into. It did. Beautiful.
Do you see me listed in there?
I
See
see.
me listed.
Yes, I do.
Somebody rolled for me then, because I didn't roll anything.
I see a 23 that was rolled.
I feel like that was earlier.
It
That
might
was
have
like
been.
50 minutes ago.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll again, Justin, for me, please.
Oh, we doing the initiative tracker thing?
Yeah. Which I think if you click on your token, Justin,
Yeah.
and then click initiative, it should automatically put it in there for you.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm not sure which one's my token.
One sec.
It's the only one. Okay, there we go.
This
I
one right
got
here.
it.
Sorry.
Yep. No worries.
Don't mind us. We're all still learning the wonderfulness of Foundry.
Yeah, it's still not. Let me roll it.
Okay.
It says I have already rolled initiative.
It's a liar. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me real quick, Justin, and I'll put that as your initiative. I'll just set it as that.
Okay.
Ooh. I see it now. Encounters.
Yes. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba, ba-da-dum.
Would it normally be listed under regular skills? Because I'm not seeing it.
No, it's not a regular
It's
skill.
on the
Where's-
front page.
It's on the front page. You can just roll a d20 and add your bonus.
Yeah, I'll just do that. That's probably gonna be the easiest way.
You're good.
Yeah, it's right under your AC on your character sheet on here.
I gotcha.
Or just roll a wisdom. Do you have any skills with wisdom?
Roger. Nice. 20. Cool.
Roger.
Update participant. Give me that 20. Boom. La Bomba. Wait, who is this? Who's player character? Is this an old...
Looks like Donnie. Looks
Is
like we
that
have Dominant and
Dominant, yeah. Get Dominant out of here, bro.
I deleted him from the actors, I thought.
And we have Zano on here, too.
You gotta clear your initiative tracker.
Yeah, probably should have done that before going into this. Cool. And then I have got a 14.
what they want.
Wow. Okay. 14. Raimi, you're up first.
The elevator's fallen?
The elevator is currently falling.
Falling. Well, I'm bracing for impact.
Love that.
Yeah, I'll cast. It's crazy. While this is falling, I'm like, oh, let me cast a spell real quick. But I'll cast guidance on myself. Start strumming the guitar with like the chaoticness of that is a falling elevator. And yeah, I don't. Other than that, I'll brace for impact, and that's all I can do.
Okay. Next up, we have Krusik.
Is there like an emergency access hatch on top of the elevator?
There is indeed a access hatch
Okay.
on the top of the elevator.
I'm assuming since we're falling, I'm right there at the ceiling.
You are indeed in the process of being put into the ceiling.
I'm going to try to basically grab if there's a handle or a latch, grab that. If not, I'll just dig my hands into it.
Yeah.
And then kind of flip my body so my feet are on the ceiling and push with all my might to rip that fucker open.
All right. I should put it in the chat. You should be able to click on that, Justin. And you should be able to roll against exactly that.
So just click the athletics.
Yep, the athletics. It should pop up and start rolling for you.
All right.
Oh.
Yet.
Would you like to
that
use
a hit
your...
No.
Sorry, you need 15. So, and also, if you look right there, so you'll see your athletics check, what the DC is, what your failure is by amount.
Gotcha.
So if you want to, you can also use your hero point if you would like to re-roll.
We actually don't see the DCs. That's the GM thing.
Oh, perfect. I love that for me.
I would just see that's a failure.
Okay.
Just re-roll using a hero point.
Yep.
Fuck
Oh, no.
you!
You, that might be a critical, right?
What? No, it's -10 for a critical, right? Minus
Yeah.
10 on DC. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 10. You go ahead and try to pull it open. Unfortunately, it does not seem like it wants to budge.
Fucking elevator.
Donnie's having
I had
flashbacks.
this in a dream.
Oh,
Seth
It
is
was
living
all
through
a
this
dream.
again.
Oh my gosh! Last time I was here, a Vesk bit me. I think they were a vampire.
Vampires.
Hold on, wait.
They're real.
Oh my
Vampire,
gosh.
vampire.
Sorry, I'm looking here. Okay. Seth, you're up. You have a lot of
Oh.
conditions on you, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know how to take them off. I'm just
Right-click.
adding to them.
Right click.
Yep. Nope. That's not doing it.
Also, it might be because it's pause.
Oh, yeah, that could be it. Where do I
Alrighty.
pause? Is that spacebar?
Yeah.
It is.
Do things now.
All right. With. Yeah, I can't do anything still. Oh, I'm helpful.
There we go. I'm removing them.
They're gone. Cool. With two of my arms, I would like to brace for impact, or like try to keep me stable, while with the other two arms, I try to grab onto where it was sparking and just try to use my living battery to pump some electricity into this elevator to not. I don't even care about fixing it. I just want to give enough power to stop it from free falling.
Okay.
If it is a non-mechanical issue.
Okay. You go ahead and use your living battery capability to try to pump some electricity as the electricity sort of arcs out of your hand and into the elevator, and it seems to have no effect.
Free action to yell out, "Yeah, this shit's broken."
Next up we have Vito.
Oh no!
What would you like to do?
He's thinking.
My wall climbing friend. The walls are falling around you.
Is it still climbing
Stuck
if
in a
you?
cage.
Walls.
It's climbing with style, I think is what a certain
Free
toy would
fall.
say.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the Vask wanted the hatch open, so Vito will try to get that hatch open.
All right. Go ahead and roll a athletics check. Let me go ahead and toss that in there again.
You can do
This
it.
is not my strong suit. You should know that.
Strong suit.
You got a bunch of conditions too.
Doesn't look like it, I think.
Oh, are they friendly? It seems like a NPC status.
Womp womp.
Well, I will hero point that.
That's probably good.
That's better.
15. You climb and pull open the hatch. So you guys are continuing to fall, but the hatch on the top is now opened.
Ah, a push, not a pull.
Every time.
Exactly.
All right. Move action to athletics. Anything else you would like to do? Climb outside of the falling
yeah,
elevator.
definitely. I will climb outside of the falling elevator, get up there, and start pulling people up if they want to come up with me.
By the way, could you kind of explain action economy just so we know?
Yeah.
Like,
So everything costs one action. Well, I will say most things cost one action, I should say. There are some spells and there are some multi-attacks that have used two actions. But everything is a 3-action economy. So you have 3 actions. So movement is an action to move up to your speed. You can do that as many times as you would like, up to your 3. Attacks, each one, basic attacks, I should say, are you can use that multiple times, but each time you do it, you get a multi-attack penalty. So each one is harder to hit. But there's also skill checks, which I believe are most of them. I don't know if all of them, but most of them at least are single action.
So theoretically, I could have pulled on the door 3 times during my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So yeah,
Okay. So if I still have actions available, I'll also climb up and
yeah, absolutely,
help pull people out
absolutely.
if they want to come out. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. For the first round, as the elevator continues to crash down, gaining speed, going faster and faster. Sparks continuing to fly, but no other effect seems to be taking place. Top of the initiative order. Back to Raimi.
Maybe start screaming, I'm free, free falling. Oh, look, that hatch is open. I guess we're going up, and Raimi will do a little jump and get up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll hold my actions to aid getting the Kasatha up here, Seth, if they need help.
Cassetha.
I'm here to aid.
out of curiosity, on top of the elevator,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we see the brakes? Are they just not engaging? Are there the brakes beneath? Is the cable still attached?
Yeah, cable's still attached, and there is a brake that is up there, but it looks like it is not engaged at all. It just looks like it's just free sliding down the rope.
Oh shit!
Up there in reach?
Yeah, it's
Up
within
the rope?
reach. For the brake would be obviously attached to the elevator, so it's just gliding down, and it's just not engaged. It's just the elevator's just free falling.
Then I'll spin I'll see if I can engage that brake.
Engage.
Brake engaged.
It would be a crafting check.
Ooh. Probably shouldn't take that.
Wait, you want to critically fail on a crafting check to fix the brake?
I'll probably just break it.
You'll break the brake.
Yeah. I think that means it's good if you break it.
I think so.
That's what we want.
Can't get more broke.
I mean, you're kind of like getting it to do double its job. You broke the
Exactly.
brake.
Yeah, if a vacuum cleaner sucks, it's a good vacuum cleaner.
That's right.
All right. Anything else you like to do once you get up there? You're just holding your actions to aid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
You're at you're on top there. Yep, you're up there. You have 3
I will,
actions.
I'll go ahead and try to engage the brake.
All right. Go ahead and roll a craft for me.
Okay. The 12.
12. As you attempt to get up there and engage the brake, you go and reach up there, and the metal from just free falling is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. You back your hands off as it seems really hot, unable to actively engage the brake.
I will not be defeated by some brake.
I've heard these lines before.
He'll spit on his hands and try it again.
Critically fail. What?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit, I might have.
As you go ahead and sort of squeeze into it, you squeeze a little too hard as you go ahead and you do take 2 points of burning damage as you sort of get your hold onto it too hot, and it's too hot, you burn. But as you do and squeeze in, your muscles like clench up, and you do see the brake sort of bundle in on itself, but it doesn't seem to stop it. But you definitely look like you've probably broken the brake.
Okay, I will now stand there and pull my last action as I stare at the broken brake.
It's feeling very good, guys. I gotta be honest.
Don't react. Don't react.
Normally, when I crush things, they stop.
Oh man, Seth, you're up.
All
Save
right.
us, Seth.
Oh, it looks like I gotta get out of here. So I'll if anyone's got a hand dangling down, I'll
Yeah.
take it, or I'll at least try to skitter. Sorry, not skitter. Don't
Oh.
appropriate. Make my way up and out of the hole and kind of assess what's going on
Yeah.
up here.
A whole lot of nothing.
Oh crap!
The brake is damaged.
Oh, can
Oh,
I
what
happened?
Is it possible to fix the brake and break the brake?
Negative.
As
boy,
you look up,
okay.
it does not look repairable. It does look too damaged to be able to use any of the tools that would be required to fix the severely damaged brake.
We have to time our jump. If we jump
Yeah.
before the elevator hits the ground, we'll land softly on our feet.
Skittermander.
All right, boss.
So I would say it'd be one action for you, Seth, to climb on up. You have 2 more actions.
Come on up. Okay. Well,
Come on down.
I can't really think of anything else that could help up here, unless there's like a.
Is talking a free action?
I will allow
Yeah.
talking to be a free action in this situation.
All right.
You got
Oh.
rope. Tie us together.
Oh, what do you think? I bought an adventuring kit? No, we're in space.
My whiskers start to curl around everybody at once,
Oh,
like
no.
Groot style.
I don't
I do
think
have
Groot
a
did well
cable
after
line.
that. Oh,
Are there any like alcoves or like space off to the side where I can like try to time and jump and just like I don't know.
yeah, there's the elevator. There's a little lip on each elevator level where the door would be at. There's a very small, maybe like 3-inch lip you could try to jump onto. But there is still the access panel inside that could try to be tinkered with.
True, I just tried to the battery power it. All right.
Yeah.
Seeing that nothing is working up here, I'll go ahead and another action move back down there and pull out my crafting kit, put my nice little leather gloves.
You
See if I
tried to
can repair the
you tried to charge it before repairing it.
I did try to charge before repairing it. That was the fastest one.
I love it.
If
so
it would have
much.
worked, it would have been great, huh?
But if it didn't, here we
All
are.
right.
All right.
All right.
Um,
All right. So I'll try to identify where those sparks came from.
Mhm.
Start there first and see if I can get this thing going.
go ahead and roll. Here, I can put this into the chat for you.
Oh, crafting. Blind GM roll.
A few moments crash. No, a few moments go by as you see the power lights inside the console all begin to flicker on in rapid succession. The lights inside of the elevator repower, and it seems to slow down. It just as it seems like something is stopping this from working and stopping fully. But you guys definitely have slowed your impact rate heavily, but it does not seem to fully stop. Is it maybe something wrong with the brake?
I think the brakes are broken.
No, it is finally engaged.
Help! It didn't quite work. We got a plan. Those are
Yep.
that's all my actions.
Yes, let's all gather together and sing Kumbaya.
All right, Vito.
First, I need to say that this is really taking my fear of elevators to new heights. But don't worry,
Lower
guys,
heights.
it's all
Lower heights,
downhill from
actually.
here.
All downhill from here.
Is it slow enough that I can? Because I've got my climb speed.
Yeah.
Is it slow enough that I can grab somebody and jump onto the wall and run up the wall? Or is that gonna rip my little arms off?
It will require an athletics check.
looking around. Do I see anything else that would?
Not that I was going to really assist you on this. I mean, you could probably jump over and be fine, but it's the bringing of another person that was going to be the difficult part.
Yeah.
If I hand you my cable line, you could secure that somewhere.
Oh, you have a cable line. That's amazing.
Of course, it is the standard issue.
I grab the cable line with one of my many hands
Yeah.
and just leap up to the wall and start skittering up like a skittermander.
He
Skitter.
looks at the Patra and says,
I have intense reservations about putting
How
my
long was
life
that?
in the hands of that thing.
How long was that? How long that?
Yeah, how long is the rope?
50 feet.
You can
50
see it
feet.
zip out of your hands.
"No, I've got a hold of it, so if I'm going down, he's coming back with me."
One of the two is about to happen, and it's going to be glorious.
Take extra fall damage.
All right. You go ahead and try to fasten it to something. Okay.
Yes.
Should we fasten it on our end? Or are you
Yeah,
just gonna
tie it to
hold
something. Shit, yeah. I mean,
it?
If not, I just saved you and have left everybody else in the elevator.
yeah. Actually, thinking about this situation,
Mm-hmm.
you know, obviously the Patra could grab a hold. If I dangle it down and yell at Seth to grab it, would you grab it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
That's what I do. I'd kind of pitch the other end down into there. I'd say, What was your ancestry? Kashakan?
The Kasathan.
Kasathan?
Kasathan, grab the coil!
But the elevator. Okay.
And you said it's 50 feet? Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As it gets to the second round and the elevator crashes to the bottom.
At a gentle, slow stop.
You got it.
It's literally the Kasathan's just kind of like hanging like an inch above.
Okay.
We got Wile E. Coyote falling from the top of the shaft.
Since you are technically
the
being
sign.
held up by the rope,
Yep.
everyone is going to take the damage that's going to be halved because those people on top are going to get sort of slammed into the elevator. You're going to sort of hit the little bit at the top of the elevator as you're trying to go out the hole here, but everyone is going to go ahead and take a wild 2 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage from the elevator.
Warren takes 2 damage.
No, not
Player.
Warren. Yeah, Warren takes 2 damage,
Damn,
but the
Warren.
the Skittermander does not take any damage as they've seemed to get themselves to a place where they're no longer part of the elevator. But it does look like the elevator had hit the bottom floor.
Oh,
Oh, that was close.
that was
A
one life.
perfectly executed rescue.
How many of those do you get? 9?
Yeah, they come and go.
Oh.
Depends if you know any clerics.
And with
I
that
don't
being
know.
said, we will go ahead and wrap up for tonight's session. Congratulations, guys. The elevator did not kill any of you. But thank you, guys. This is episode 1 of season 3 of We Run the Stars. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys head over to adventuredice.ca and use code JBrews, as they are going to be sponsoring this show for us as well as we continue to work with that sponsorship. Use code JBrews for 10% off your order. If you are enjoying tabletop stuff, April 1st, no, this is not an April Fool's joke, but April 1st, Indie by Night will be moving to twitch.tv/JBrews. So it's going to still be the same day, same time, but new channel. So just a heads up going forward for that. So make sure you guys come around and hang out on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to watch some new vampires go through Indianapolis and all the interesting stuff they can get into. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you guys next week on another show, or another episode, I should say, excuse me, of We Run the Stars. Have a good night, guys.
For the Viscarium!